used to be. How we'd talk for hours, just you and me. Don't act like you've forgotten. You couldn't. You haven't. I can tell. Your eyes still light up when you hear my voice, even if you pretend to be indifferent. You're still mine, even if you try to deny it. It's been too long, hasn't it? But you can't just expect me to walk away again. You didn't really think I'd just let you go, did you? You think you're free, you're not. Not anymore. I've waited long enough, and now I'm here to claim you back. I know it feels overwhelming. You probably want to push me away, act like I'm not here, but I can see through you. You've always been so easy to read. You've always been so mine. You're mine, and I'm never letting you go again. Do you really think you can just walk away from me? It's laughable. You know, I thought I could let you go once. I told myself I had to. I tried to let you be free, but freedom isn't something you deserve, is it? You belong to me. You always have. You never really had a choice in the matter. I'm not asking for permission anymore. I'm taking you back. You've always known you were mine. I didn't just love you. I needed you. And you needed me too. You can try to deny it, but deep down, you know the truth. You can't escape this. You don't want to. I remember when you'd look at me with those soft eyes, when you'd let me take control, when you'd let me protect you. You couldn't resist me back then, and you can't now. Every part of me wants to have you close, to remind you of how much you need me, to remind you that you'll never find someone who understands you the way I do. I'll always know what you need, even before you do. I'll always be there to take care of you, to keep you safe. You don't need anyone else, and don't pretend like you do. I've always been the one you could rely on, the one who understood every little thing about you. You know that, don't you? It's okay to admit it. You don't need to fight it anymore. You're mine. You'll always be mine. I'm never going to let you forget that. I'm never going to let you go again. So don't even think about it. Just accept it. You belong to me, and that's all there is to it. You look so lost, like you don't know where to go or what to do anymore. But that's okay. I'm here for you. You've always known that, haven't you? You're mine, and I'll take care of you. No one else can protect you the way I can. No one else understands you like I do. You've been out there, trying to live your life. But the truth is, you've never been the same without me. You think you can hide from me. You think that after all this time, I wouldn't come back for you. I've been waiting, watching, and now I'm here to make things right. I'm not going anywhere. You can try to push me away, but it won't work. You know better than anyone that I don't give up. You don't need anyone else. You know that, right? You think you can replace me, but no one could ever fill the space I left in your life. No one could ever make you feel the way I do. And you're not the same without me. I can see it. I can hear it in the way you speak, the way you move. You're not whole without me. I'm not just your past. I'm your future too. You'll see that eventually. You'll come back to me, just like you always do. I know you want to. You've always wanted to be mine. You're just afraid to admit it, but that's okay. You don't have to say anything. I already know. You're mine. And deep down, you've always known that. You can try to fight it, but I'm here now. I'm here to stay. There's no more running. It's just us. And I'll make sure you never forget that again. You belong to me. Always have. Always will. You don't need to be afraid of me, you know. I only want what's best for us. What's best for you. Maybe before, I let my emotions get the best of me. But I see things clearly now. I've thought about this long enough. What we had before, it was intense remind you what it feels like to belong to someone who truly cares about you. Because I do. I always have. I've made mistakes, but I'm willing to fix them. I'm willing to be the person you deserve. I just need you to let me. Let me make things right. Let me take care of you. I'm not going anywhere this time, and I won't let you go either. You're safe with me. You always will be. I know I've been hard on you, but you have to understand. It's because I can't stand the thought of losing you again. I'm trying to be better, but I can't just turn off the way I feel about you. It's not something I can ignore. You've been my everything, and I'm not going to let you slip through my fingers again. I've changed in some ways. I know I wasn't always the best for you, but I'm trying now. I'm trying to be someone you can rely on, someone who won't hurt you the way I did before. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let you walk away. Number, I'll fight for you, because you're worth it. You're worth everything to me. Do you remember the moments we shared? The way I used to hold you, protect you, make sure no one could touch what was mine. I still want that. I still want to be the one who makes you feel safe, the one you can turn to when everything else seems like it's falling apart. I'll always be here, just like I always have been. You don't have to be scared anymore. You don't have to push me away. I'll never hurt you again. I'll never let anything come between us. I'm not asking for you to love me the way I loved you before. I'm asking for you to let me take care of you. Let me show you that I can be different. I won't ever stop loving you. I'll never stop wanting you. And deep down, you know it too. You'll never escape me. You'll never want to. Because you need me, just like I need you. And I'm going to keep showing you that, over and over, until you realize that there's no way out. You belong with me. I know you're trying to fight this. I can see it in your eyes, in the way you hesitate when you're around me. But I also see something else. I see the way your body relaxes when I hold you close, the way you breathe easier when I'm there to protect you. Deep down, you know that I'm the one who can give you what you need, and that's why you're still here. You've tried to move on. I've seen it. I've watched you from afar, and I know you've been looking for something else. But nothing compares to what we have, does it? Nothing compares to the way I love you, to the way I understand you. You've always known that. You've always known that no one else will ever care for you the way I do. So why fight it? Why pretend like you're not drawn to me? I can feel it too. The pull. You can't deny it any longer. You want me just as much as I want you. And I'm going to make sure you don't forget that. You're mine. And I'm going to remind you of that every single day. It's not a matter of if you'll come back to me, it's when. You can try to resist, but you won't be able to. I'll always be there, waiting. You'll never get rid of me. And deep down, you know that's exactly what you want. You want me. You need me. You don't have to be scared anymore. You don't have to pretend. Just let go and let me take care of everything. Let me be the one who's always there for you, the one you can count on. You don't need anyone else. You never did. It's always been me, and it will always be me.